Hey, welcome to our Silly Goose family. I'm Rochelle. Thanks so much for deciding to hang out with us today. Our boys are at camp today and they are going to be having a blast, so I decided to have my own kind of fun. I'm going to try to purge at least 500 items from our home before we pick them up at 4 o'clock today. It is 9:03. They're getting started with their fun right now. I'm going to get started with mine. Now, you may think that doesn't sound like fun at all, but I actually do enjoy this process. And I have been dealing with some chronic stress for, let's just call it years now. And lately, I'd been kind of in a state of freeze where it was really hard for me to find the motivation to get started in our home with cleaning and whatnot, or to really know where I wanted to start. So if you've been watching any of our shorts that I've been posting, you know that we're just trying to take it one step at a time to kind of reclaim our home, which had gotten really, really out of control. So we're doing that little by little. And I've had a couple of comments about decluttering and purging, and absolutely, I agree with that. We are big fans of decluttering and purging on a regular basis. In fact, we almost always have a bin, some type of box or bag or whatever, where we're putting items in to donate. And once it's full, it's out of the house. But it's been a while since we've done a big purge. I don't think we have as much to purge as we have in the past. But we'll see. I'm hoping that I'm pleasantly surprised. The less we have to manage, the easier it is to maintain our homes. You probably are hearing a lot about how women in general, when our homes are really cluttered, it increases our stress levels. Well, we have enough stress as it is. I don't need to add that on top. So the more we can get out of our home, I start to feel it in our home. It becomes more peaceful. So I'm excited. So I'm gonna show you what I've got set up and how I'm gonna go through this. Like I said, the goal is at least 500 items. So I have this oh so beautiful, so fancy chart here. Every 25 items, I get a sticker. I was gonna use my Lisa Frank stickers, but I cannot find them. Maybe they'll turn up in this process. But I have these Peanuts stickers. They're like for teachers. So I get to give myself little good job stickers and stuff as I go along. You know, can there be much more motivating than that? You know, I also have a roll of trash bags. I have a trash can that is ready to go, fresh bag in it. I have bags that I can be putting donation items in. I have a handful of things I'm going to show you that we'd already been collecting, and I kind of went back and forth. Like, is that cheating that my first handful of items or so isn't after I start recording? But I think I'm just going to give myself some momentum. It's still in the house. It's stuff that hasn't gone out. So I'm going to count those items and see how many stickers I can get right away. Sorry. And I'm going to figure out what my dog needs. You may know that we love to thrift. And our primary store that we thrift from is a Goodwill that's near our home. And as long as that is one of Asher's special interests and safe places, that's probably where we will continue to thrift for the foreseeable future. Now, the primary place where we donate items is a store called Miracle Hill. That's part of a local ministry in our area. Now, the reason that we donate to one place and shop at the other is, in my mind, it reduces the risk of us purchasing items that we donated. Because it would happen. It really would happen. Now, one exception that I'm making as I go through this stuff is books, because our local library system once or twice a year does a big book sale, and it's some books that have been taken out of circulation from the libraries, but it's also a lot of books that have been donated. So any books I pull or things that I think that they could sell, like I think they also sell like board games and things like that. Anything I think they could sell, I'm going to be putting those to the side to donate directly to our library. I have purchased books multiple times from that sale, and I would love to be able to donate as well to help support that cause. Okay, so let me start pulling items and counting. Since I was talking about books, I do have some already. Now, books are kind of hard for me. I don't know if anyone else struggles with that. So some of these books that I have pulled aside already are duplicates or things that our kids have kind of outgrown. Maybe it's a book that I've already read and don't feel like, keeping, stuff like that. So let's see how many I already have. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 items already just in the book. And as I was doing that, I did remember, I saw several that are duplicates, and a lot of that is my fault from doing things like purchasing books from book sales. And not necessarily always having a good inventory of what books we have. Now, controversial question here. Purging, so controversial, right? Do we count each shoe or do we count it as a pair? The video that inspired this, I believe it's That Awkward Mom. She counted each shoe. I'm gonna count each shoe. So that's 16, 17, 18. All right, 19, 20, 21, 22, and some of this is kids' clothes, some of it's mine. 23, 24, 25. Oh my goodness, you know what that means. It's sticker time. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go with, let's just start with a solid good job. Okay, good job. First 25. Yay. Okay. All right. So now 26, 27. And that was mostly clothes, a beach towel I just don't like because it's like microfiber and stuff sticks to it. All right. 27, 28, 29. That was a few kitchen items from the other day. Baby hanger, we don't need them anymore. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. This is kids' clothes. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. I'm gonna count the socks as a pair because that felt like cheating. 44, 45, 46, 47. I'm gonna set these out because I want to say something about them. 48, 49, 50. Y'all, it's already time for another sticker. What? Snoopy saying hats off. Hats off. That's cute. He's just so proud of me for what I'm doing. Thanks, Snoopy. You helped get me a 50. 2 stickers already. All right. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. Okay? So that's 64 items already. And I know, you might feel like I'm cheating a little bit because these were some things that just in the last couple of days as we've been doing stuff, I've been putting in bags. Now, I held up these towels because I said I wanted to tell you something about them. A lot of times we have a hard time purging items because we spent money on them. Now, it helps that those items came from Dollar Tree. I didn't spend a lot of money on them, but still, I haven't really had those towels very long. I thought they were really cute. I liked the lemons. I liked what they said. At the time I thought we needed some more kitchen towels. I did find some of our kitchen towels as I've been cleaning the last few days. So that was helpful. But anyway, like, they ticked off a lot of boxes for me, except as I've been using them, again, they're microfiber, which I do like for some things, but I've learned I don't like them for my hand towels. Stuff gets stuck to them. I find them a lot harder to like just absorb things, you know. So it's okay to say, you know what? I thought I wanted that item. I liked it. I wanted to keep it, but I'm going to change my mind. That's okay. I have another handful of items over here that are my last ones that if you feel like I'm cheating, we'll be done with the cheating after that. Okay. We have this printer that we're no longer using because we got a different printer. So that's 65. An egg incubator because my sweet son loves to open things and then lose the pieces. 66. And then, you might not like this, but I'm counting individual pieces here. 67, 68, 69. All right, now this I'm actually gonna throw away. Number 70, the ironing board cover that I've had on that ironing board for maybe decades. Something got on it and I was like, I'll wash it. It did not survive. 70. This is number 71. This blanket, love the idea of it. Sorry guys, you gotta get off. You gotta get off. It is a family blanket. It is massive. It is cozy. It was everything advertised. You know, like we could all sit on the couch together and share this blanket, which is cool, but it's also hot and I'm tired of being hot. And because it's massive, it takes up a lot of space to store. So like a lot of our smaller blankets, you know, we can put several in a blanket basket together or whatever. You put this in a blanket basket, it takes up the whole basket. So we decided it's okay to let it go. You know, we thought it was cool. We tried it. We really have used it a good bit, but I'm going to donate it. So I'm going to fold it up as best I can. And then I'm actually just going to put it in a trash bag. I don't donate a ton of stuff in trash bags because one, the perception of it for me, you know, when I see it in a trash bag, it's like, is it worthy of being donated or is it just kind of trash? Like, I don't know. It's just a perception thing for me. But also, you know, we only have one color trash bag. And so I don't want things that I'm donating to accidentally get thrown away. So that's why I have a Sharpie over here. I'm gonna put this in a bag and then I'm actually gonna label the trash bag donate so that hopefully it doesn't get thrown away. And I'm gonna keep it over here with the donations. Hopefully those things will keep it unsafe. So this is number 71. And I had them stretched out over the couch because I did wash them and they were just still a little damp. There's one other blanket. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna fold it. It's the comforter we used to use on our bed. We have replaced that comforter. And even though, you know, we like it and we use it as a blanket every once in a while, same thing, you know, a king size comforter takes a lot of space to store. Donate with a smiley face because we're happy he's gonna be out of the house. All right, well, 71. Sorry, buddies, one more. Let me get this off. This also has some stains on it. Now, I do, in general, try to follow a rule of like, hey, if you wouldn't like give this to your sister or your best friend or whatever, like don't donate it. I do. I think we should be donating quality items. You know, especially as someone who thrifts and I go in, I want to find quality items. And I never want to treat potential recipients of donated items as less than. Like, this item wasn't good enough for me, but hey, you don't have anything, so it'll be fine for you. No way, no way. I want people to have dignity and whatnot when they're receiving items. I am donating this with some stains on it. And the place that we're donating to, I have been told, does fabric recycling. So if it's something that doesn't sell, they can recycle it. Also, sometimes like big things like this, someone might see it and want it for a project, or might cut it up and use it, you know, in dog kennels. You never, like, there are things that an item like this could be used for. I do not envision this comforter with stains on it being used by someone on a bed. Okay, so I just kind of wanted to explain my thought process behind that. So this is number 72. I'm gonna get it wrapped up and over in the pile. Now, this hutch, I love. It's a piece of furniture that we bought, goodness, 13, 14 years ago maybe. It was the first piece of furniture that I refinished. I really enjoy it. It's got a cabinet down here in the bottom, and the items that are in it right now are things like some seasonal things, party items, stuff like that. But I was watching a video by Cass from Clutterbug, and she was talking about kind of keeping things in zones, like where you use them. Now, our dining room, another thing that might be controversial, we're a pretty controversial family around here. Not really, we're a really simple, like, laid back family. We've kind of let our oldest son kind of take over our dining area. He's very creative, loves working on projects and whatnot. But as much of our whole family struggles with being tidy. But a big thing is his mind moves so quickly that he moves from one thing to another and doesn't always tidy up behind himself. So we're trying to think through systems that will help him do that. So I had the idea, this hutch is right here in our dining area, that maybe I could relocate the stuff that's in the cabinet and then give him some space at the bottom to keep some of the supplies that he has to go in the office to get and pull out and whatnot. So it's worth trying. If that doesn't work, we can try something else. We definitely live by the rule in our home of, it's your home, use it the way you want to. Like, don't let yourself get stuck where you go, well, this is the dining room, it has to be used like this. This is the office space, it has to be used like this, or whatever. You pay for your house, use it the way you want to. Like, use it the way that it serves you and your family the best, the way your family can thrive in your space. So for us in this season, we're thriving with Asher having a project space. Does that mean we don't eat dinner at that table very often? It does, but we still eat dinner together, just in a different spot in the house, and that's okay. So I'm gonna pull the things out of this cabinet, and I'm gonna look through there. So this is funny, like, this tape doesn't belong here. I'm gonna set it right here, and I'll put that away. Now, so this was like some leftover stuff from Abraham's birthday. And I know in the moment I was like, oh, I should keep this tornado stuff. Maybe we'll use it. You know what? I don't know that we actually will. Let me start a new bag. I think I'd rather pass it on and maybe somebody else will find it and be like, my kid likes tornadoes. I could use those on his cupcakes. So 72, 73. So I used to go to this store called Bin Time a ton. Like, that was my special interest for a while. It's an Amazon return store. And so I remember buying these to use for our Meet the Teacher. Yes, we homeschool. I'm the teacher. They met me. I made them. I was going to use these for that, but then use some different decorations instead. So I'm going to donate this. 74. Same thing with this. This was some more decorations for that we didn't use. 75. I get a sticker. Ah! I'm gonna use this one that's Charlie Brown and Snoopy, and it says, roll on. One of them's in a wagon. So I'm gonna roll on. 75, 3 stickers, guys, already, and it's 9:43. I think I've done more talking than purging. But hey, it's happening, guys, it's happening. So I think this was some stuff that I bought to possibly use for a party for Abraham. He loves flags, and the American flag's his favorite. And so I think I had the idea to do this for his birthday party, but we did tornadoes. Let's let somebody else enjoy them. 76. Oh, little flag cupcake picks. We have used these before, but we don't need them now. 77. Our 6 and our 8. I missed our opportunity to use our 6. I think I was going to use I missed the opportunity to use the 8. And I think my plan had been to turn the 6 upside down and use it for the 9 for Asher last year. I did not do that. I'm not going to remember to do it. 78, 79, 80. I bought this for Abraham's birthday this year, and then he didn't use it. If I had remembered to check my party cabinet, I would not have purchased another one of these for Abraham. Let's donate this one too. 81. But I have that stuff right there. These are actually some Christmas ornaments that I did not remember were down here, but I'm going to show you guys. Oh my word. Aren't they so cute? Ah, we do these every year. Do some kind of, looks like it was 2023. They're so cute. I actually have a bin that's sitting in the hall to go up in the attic that is Christmas stuff. So I'm going to tuck these in there before that goes up. And then Abraham gave me this. I think it was Abraham. Gave me this for Christmas. And so once we can get all the chip drops and stuff out of the driveway, maybe we could do this. Halloween pumpkin carving stuff. And that's it. So that was one cabinet. And now I've got this space down here that he can use. Again, my goal isn't, okay, now let me try to organize some things for him. That's not the purpose right now. The purpose right now is to keep moving and get things out. So I'm gonna move on to the next spot. Y'all, this orange chair was mine in college. It was in my dorm room and it broke. So I kept the chair without the legs and I still have it. So if you've ever seen this orange chair, yes, it's still in our home. It's gross right now because someone spilled something in it and then started piling things on top of the spill. Yeah. Okay. I bought this. Abraham needed a cup holder in the car, but it didn't work out. So I'm just going to trash that. 81. These are some curtain rings that we don't need anymore because we don't have this kind of curtain anymore. So 82. I bought this tape dispenser, was going to donate it. It's missing pieces. It came from Dollar Tree. I do not feel bad throwing it away. 83. We keep not knowing what this is. 84. Yeah, so gross, so gross, so gross. Please tell my family to stop being gross. The kids really like this. Do you guys own these? It's supposed to be for exercising. Bottom's dirty from using it. But you have to balance and spin on it. We got this at a Goodwill clearance bin store. And they've used it a good bit, so we're hanging on to that. Story time. See this piece of furniture here? It's like a bench seat. So you don't like lose sight of the scale of this item, I'm gonna sit on it for you. It is massive, like really. I saw it on Facebook Marketplace and I was like, it's a bench seat. Like those are pretty standard, right? And we were gonna use it with our dining room table. It's too tall. Does not fit under our dining room table, but it does provide excellent storage. So even though it looks ridiculous in this room, we're using it. But my goodness, I see a lot of stuff that I forgot I had. And this is a sticky thing because if I forgot I had it, do I need it? Should I purge it? Because I didn't even remember I had it. I don't know, because like a couple of things in that blue cabinet, when I saw them, I was like, oh yeah, I already had these. And I don't want to end up unintentionally purchasing something very similar or whatever to serve the same purpose. So you'll see some of this stuff is organizational stuff. I am going to hang on to it. Some of it, I don't know. We'll kind of see as I go. I try to hang on to organizational bins and stuff, at least for a while. And I'm going to add these in here just so that I have stuff when we need to organize, so that I'm not constantly like donating stuff and then buying it again and whatnot. That's what most of that stuff is. So I'm actually just going to tuck this stuff back in there. Like this became a great place I started doing this last year, and I think I'm going to continue doing this. Where as I found things, like for Christmas and stuff, I've got some bins in here, and I just, like, if I found something for the kids, they didn't look in here. Like, most places are not safe to hide things for my kids. This actually worked pretty well. So I've just got like some gift wrap and bags and stuff, but it's a good box. You were a good box. You held my Bible when it was shipped to my best friend, who so thoughtfully had my Bible recovered for me. You cared for it well. You protected it. Thank you for your service. 84? Okay. Yeah, so that's what all this is now, is just like Christmas gift wrap and stuff. And so we have a gift wrap organizer that's been under our bed, and our dog chewed it up and has chewed up a lot of the contents. And I think on a subconscious level, I kept letting him do it because I knew we had more than we needed. And he essentially made all the choices for me and purged. So I think what I'm going to do is whatever has survived, I'm actually going to start keeping it in here. Then he can't get to it to chew it. It's not under our bed, and it's all together. These were on sale, like super nice organizational bins, but I forgot because I put them in there. So this is great for, I want to redo some things in our kitchen. That's the main reason I have this stuff. So I am going to hang on to it. And then I've got a couple of items that I purchased for gifts. So I'm going to keep those in here as well. And then, yeah, that's basically what that stuff is. So I don't think I purged anything out of there. That's okay though, because it was good to see some things again and be reminded of the things that I have, and to see how much space I still have for storing some things in there. So I'm going to keep going. This has been sitting next to this storage bin for a long time, and before that it hung on a door, and the bag, unfortunately the bag ripped. This sweet bag, a lady I used to work with knows that Asher loves horses, and she used to pick up horse things for us every once in a while. But this is a Marble Run set. I think I purchased it at Once Upon a Child or something, so I purchased it secondhand. So it wasn't a huge financial investment. The kids did enjoy it the couple of times I played with it, but they don't really choose to play with it anymore. And so this is a thing that I've been hanging on to because I wanted them to want it. Yeah? Any other parents have things that you want your kids to want, you want your kids to want to play with, and they just aren't interested? It's okay to let it go. 85? I hope I'm right about that. Does anyone remember these from the 80s? They are fur skins. I think I have it somewhere, a little book from when I was a kid. Fur skins. It came in a Wendy's Happy Meal, I think. And so nostalgia, right? That's what this is for me. I found these at Goodwill one day, and they were selling them for 50 cents a piece, you guys. And so I purchased all of the ones that had shoes. Now, I purchased them as an investment, you know, not to keep, because I knew, or I think I was thinking like maybe I would keep one or something. But here's the thing, I don't need these. They're cute as can be, but I don't need them. Honestly, I didn't even necessarily want a possum queen, guys. Possum queen. Like, how do you get to be that cool that you can be possum queen? It was nothing but nostalgia. That's all it was. Even the thought of like selling them for an investment, it was nostalgia. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause the video in a second. I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna post them on Marketplace. And then I'm gonna put them back in this box and I'm gonna count them as my items. And if they don't sell within a couple of days, I'm just gonna take my 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, my $4 loss and move on. I listed the fur skins on Facebook Marketplace. I decided to go $40 for the lot of 8. We'll see how that goes. That still leaves some margin if someone wants to resell them. And then I did something that I didn't record because you may think it's boring, but please comment down below if you also love doing this. I tested the markers. And let's see. I'm gonna grab the trash can. I should have counted before. All right, so I was at 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Try not to be mad at my kids. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That would have been so much more dramatic if I'd gotten all the way to 125, but that's okay. I get to go put a sticker on my chart for 100. Yeah! Little Linus saying, wow, because wow, we got to 100. It is already 10:30. I need to pick up the pace. I'd hoped to get in about 100 items per hour. And since technically a whole lot of my first 100 items were things I had already picked out, I don't know if I'm going to keep up that pace. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And if this takes me more than one day, that's okay. That's okay. The goal is to get the stuff out. This stuff is going to come in great. The boys got these for Christmas. We're going on a trip in a few weeks. This is kind of stuff is great for the car. So I'm definitely going to hang on to that stuff. And I'll have like a bin or a big bag or something that we put in the car. I think I'll put this stuff with our like storage items. I don't know like where I'm most likely to look for that kind of stuff. You know, organizers talk about that a lot, like store things where you're most likely to use them. So sweet. Asher's birth parents gave us this coloring book. So I definitely want to hang on to that. So precious. I like to use these trays like when we're making gingerbread houses and stuff. And then these, I believe my mother-in-law gave us like for when they're doing craft stuff and whatnot, just to help protect the table a bit. So it's a good idea to have stuff like this around. I'm not going to go through this whole thing right now. I think I'm going to put this in, this was Asher's school folder, his last year of public school. I think I'm going to go through it, see if there's anything important we need to keep, and then I'm going to toss it. We used this with Play-Doh, but I got rid of all our Play-Doh one time, and it's ripped anyway, so I'm going to throw it away. That brings me to 123. My husband needs me. I'll be right back. Have these two Melissa and Doug puzzle boards. I think we still have puzzles around here somewhere. I'm not sure, but my boys have kind of outgrown these a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and donate these. That brings me up to 125. So you know what that means. Sticker time, sticker time, sticker time, sticker time. You know, maybe I get a little too excited about the stickers. I don't know, but I mean, little Woodstock here is like super, super. Like, sometimes you just need to feel like someone's proud of you. And you know, if it needs to be the Peanuts gang on some stickers feeling proud of you, that's okay. That's okay. So I think at this point, what I'm going to do is pull out one drawer at a time of these plastic drawers and kind of go through and see what all we have. So I'm going to put some things back in the cabinet so I don't have so much stuff piled up, and then I'll pull out a drawer. This is a good drawer for me to be going through as we are resuming school. We've technically already started our school year back. What we're doing is a couple of days a week during the summer so that hopefully we can do more 4-day weeks through the school year, and also just so they didn't have 3 months where they forget what they learned. So I'm going to go through this kind of stuff. This is mostly school supplies, and I'm going to see like, is this stuff I think we will use or no or whatever. Aren't these cute? They're adorable. Dollar Tree sells these. I think they're so fun. And it's a nice little size to stick in a purse or something. So I do want to keep like notebooks and stuff. I need to remember that I bought this. This is like cyanotype paper kit. You can put different things on the paper and set it in the sun, and the paper will fade around the objects. I thought that would be a fun activity. So it's good for me to see, like, okay, how much notebook paper do we have? You know, I don't necessarily need to buy a lot of stuff. Do I need to keep my son's reading workbook from first grade that he wrote in like 3 pages of? No, 126. Let's put that in the trash can. Maybe this year will be the year they do these. They're little blank books so that they can write their own little stories and illustrate them, and they're bound in a book like that. So maybe I'll hang on to those. I've got a couple of those. And then someone had given us some different little books like this where, you know, they draw a picture at the top and it's got the lines at the bottom. You can see we did some of that. I would donate it, but some of the pages are written on, so I am just it's not like a super huge, super fancy book. I might have even bought it. Maybe it came from Dollar Tree. 127. 128? Oh. I'm gonna call it 128. I hope I'm not cheating. Okay. Notebooks. Ugh, there's another one. My goodness. Like, these things are barely written in, and one of my sons in general, like, hates worksheets. 129. Maybe that's why he hates them. Okay, so this one is not written in, so I'll donate that one. So that'll be 130. This is another little like activity book. Let me put it with, all right, I have another drawer that's activity books. I'll put that in there. I got these from Dollar Tree also. Maybe they'll do these in the car. So they are blank comic books that have like the squares and stuff. There are even some little stickers and things that they can add, but they can do their own like comic story and illustrate it and everything. And I thought those were so cool. I think I'll donate that one. Oh gosh, I'm having a really hard time keeping count. 130. Oh, that might, I don't know. So many of these notebooks were things that were left over from when they were in public school that were like required supplies and stuff, and then they didn't use them and they came home. So we're still not using them. So I have plenty. I don't need to purchase much at all for school. I'm buying each of them this year a 5-subject notebook, and I'm gonna just attempt that instead of trying binders and folders and different things where I then have to put stuff in a binder later to keep it. I'm gonna try just keeping everything in a 5-subject notebook. If we print off worksheets, which we did less and less of as the year went on, I can just tuck them into the pockets of the dividers in the folder, and I'm gonna see how that goes. If you don't know, we use an online curriculum called Me Academy, so like we just don't have a lot of stuff that goes with our school, which is nice. All right, I'm gonna put this back. Moving on, someone gave us this Melissa and Doug jumbo coloring thing. I don't know if Asher even remembers we have this. I think that's why we have it is because I was about to just say I'm gonna donate it, but now I'm looking at it. He actually might enjoy doing this. So I'm gonna ask him before I donate it, and we'll see. So I'm gonna put that over here. Okay, so I lied. I didn't mean to lie. I really thought I'd already gotten rid of all of our Play-Doh stuff, but I didn't. My children are 8 and 9. Now, when I was that age, I still liked Play-Doh. My kids here at home only played with Play-Doh occasionally. They do really enjoy playing with Play-Doh when we're over at my in-laws' house, and my mother-in-law has Play-Doh and some supplies at her house. So I'm not even gonna say, hey, what if I pass this along to her? I think she has enough of what she needs, and I don't want to burden her with more stuff. So I'm just going to process this stuff and donate all of it. And here's what I'm going to do, because I had already made this decision before I started. If items are in a baggie, they count as one item. If they're loose, each item is going to count as an item. Call it what you want. I don't know. There's probably not a right or wrong way to do this. That's how I'm handling it. So that brings me to 132, I think. I hate to donate stuff when it's got like all the dried up yucky Play-Doh in it, you know? If I can at least get it out. Yeah, there we go. That's It feels like the nicer way to donate it. Yeah, okay, that's a lot better. So, 133. Y'all might be laughing at home going, oh, sweet girl, you can't count. I don't know. 134. 135, 6, 7, 8, 9, 140, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 150. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Trash can. 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. Ugh. 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. In the trash can. 70. Trash can. 71, 72, 73, 74. Trash can. 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 180, and I can dump all these Play-Doh crumbs in the trash can too. And I didn't miss, yay. Okay, so now I can put this empty drawer back and I get 2 stickers. Snoopy and his little bird friends are just like, wow, 150. And then Snoopy's like, awesome, 175. What? Look at this. We are cruising. I'm so glad y'all are with me. Got another drawer here, grabbed another bag. That way that other bag can just be the Play-Doh stuff. I did found the Melissa and Doug puzzles. So 181, 182. And see, this is good. Like, I'm seeing stuff. I've got this cute little, like, United States puzzle in here for the boys. Oh, this needs to go in with our game stuff. And just some, like, STEM things that I need to just be pulling out more for the boys, you know? So you want to put this one back in. This is kids' craft supplies. It's kind of a generic, broad term. Let's see. And I had already put a few of these things in because I was tired of seeing them on the counter mostly. So I don't necessarily need to go through that stuff. I'm mostly with this looking to see if there's anything we might need to throw away. Oops. My goal right this second, like I said, isn't necessarily trying to organize things. But I think I will take just a minute. I'm gonna grab maybe a couple more baggies because it won't take me long. It'll take me less than 5 minutes to tidy this drawer up. I don't see anything that necessarily needs to be thrown away. It just needs a little spruce. Y'all, what do you do when like the little zipper back, like it's not opening? And never mind. Yeah, never mind. Yep, it took less than 5 minutes and I was able to tidy that drawer up a little better. Will it stay that way? No, it won't, and that's okay. And I did find this little instruction sheet for how to do a craft. My kids don't need instructions. They craft out of their own genius. 183 in the trash. Okay, this drawer is like back stock essentially of different school supplies and things. So I'm just gonna go through it real quick, just see if there's anything that we don't really need that I could pass along, or if I go, oh, maybe I need to, while school supplies are on sale, replenish that. So I've got some chalk. Y'all, I think this, yeah, this is my attempt to hide the Sharpies because I won't name any names, but someone in our family likes to use Sharpies and loses them really fast. I've been found out. They are no longer secret. I I don't remember why I bought this. It is a 3-hole punch that like goes in a notebook. Like, really don't remember why I bought it. Still has the packaging on it. I even almost wonder if it was one of those things where I did a grocery order and it ended up in our stuff and wasn't supposed to. Anyway, obviously we're not using it. I'm gonna donate it. $184. Yeah, we just got like lots of hot glue sticks, regular glue sticks, pencils, highlighters, so many like crayons and stuff that, you know, when they were on sale. Some good. I've got another pack of markers, some dry, like, so yeah, we should be good on like the basics in there. So I feel good about that. And then I keep this drawer, and I've purged this stuff in this drawer before. It used to be like 2 or 3 drawers, and I got it down to 1. So I'm gonna go through this stuff in here and just see, is this stuff I think they're still interested in? Is it still age appropriate? Because unfortunately our boys are getting older. I'm not gonna go through the stickers. I don't think it has been that terribly long since I went through those, and that's just it's just a task that doesn't sound like it would spark joy for me today, you know? They used to love these like sticker books and stuff where you can make the different faces and stuff, and they just don't seem to appeal to them as much anymore. So $185. I forgot I bought this. I think I would still enjoy doing this with the kids. It's shrinky dink stuff, so I think I'll keep that. I think I'll keep this math workbook. But I think since it's like a school workbook, I think I'm going to change how I think about that. And instead of putting it with like activities, maybe I put it up with the school stuff, which I've probably switched stuff around. I have a hard time, like, this is a fun activity. This is a school activity, but school is fun. We can do fun things with school. I don't know. Where do I put things? Where they fit. So I think I'm going to try this up here with the school supplies and see if that helps me remember that we have it. Some more stickers. Just, you know, they just didn't play with this. I think I bought this thinking they would like it, maybe, or someone passed it along and we didn't. So I'm going to pass that one along. $185. I'm gonna pass this along. $186. I think Asher does still like this one. So keep that. Some other sticker, like we have some like kind of older kids sticker books now. $187. Gosh, I don't know. $187. Keep that one. I think I'm going to pass this along to a friend, but I'm still going to count it as an item out. $188. Maybe she would like some of these. $189. $190. Abraham doesn't love Blippi anymore. $191. All right, I'm gonna put these back in. That helped a little to make, yeah, the drawer should close a little easier now. Yay! All right, because you know, a lot of times purging isn't about like, let's see if I can find 500 items to donate. Often purging is, I just need to get rid of like a few things so this drawer will close, right? Because it's not always like clutters everywhere. Sometimes it's, I need to reduce the simmer in my house by having drawers that close without making me want to scream. I found some batteries, so I'm putting them in our battery storage container thing. I am not completely sold on this. I know a lot of people love them. I don't dislike it, and it's easy. Like if the kids need to get batteries, they can. It's a little heavy, but it's usually Asher wanting to get batteries out. He's a pretty strong kid, so that, you know, it's convenient, I guess. But sometimes we have more batteries than it'll hold, so then we have that, and we still have batteries somewhere else. So I don't know. The rest of the stuff is stuff I'm going to throw away, but still counts. So I was at 191. So 192. This is bent and flimsy. Not keeping it. Don't know what this is. 193. All right. Found some like instruction manuals and stuff that I'll probably never read. So 194, 195, 196, 197. Ink cartridge that doesn't work anymore. 198. Don't think we have the thing that this goes to anymore. 199. This is so lame to be number 200, but it's an empty bag. 200. And this box, that the game itself came with like a cool little storage bag, but I am my grandmother's granddaughter, and it's a nice box. Quirkle box, you have served me well to contain doom piles ever since the day I put the game into the nice little drawstring bag that you came with. Thank you for your service. Enjoy your life in the dump. All right, 201, let's get a sticker. I think her name's Peppermint Patty, right? She's just saying, yes, you did. It's a little bit of an unclear kind of sticker, but yes, I did make it to 200. So, woohoo! 2 rows. So that makes me 40% of the way there in about 2 hours. So picked up pace with some things in here, I think. So let's see if I can find 300 more before the kids are out of camp today. I took a break, and I think the break made me feel tired. So I gotta find my motivation again. I'm moving on to this side of the cabinet, which has some of my craft supplies that I think I'm ready to purge some things out of, as well as like some STEM activities and things that I have for the kids. Let's see what all we've got. I think I am, like I said, I think I am ready to purge some things where it makes sense. I got this, it doesn't look that great because it doesn't have enough in it right now, but I got this container from Temu. Amazon probably sells them as well, but it's made to hold these size paint bottles, which when we had more, it was really great because they stand up and they fit. So I make no money off telling you that. I just like tips on good organizational things. I like this, got a handle. My kids can handle it. Good. Let's see. I made little inventors kits for our kids and my nephews a couple of Christmases ago. That's what this was. I think I'm not going to get rid of anything out of it, but I think I'm going to move the contents out into something else. I forgot we even had it. Abraham wasn't as into it as Asher was, and that's okay. They play very differently. Let's see. So I did something, I don't know if it's in here or if it's somewhere else, but I bought these, I bought these clocks a while back because you can take them apart and you can decorate the like face of them. Yeah, I think this is the one that I actually finished in here. So I'll keep this one. So I took it out and just used markers to like color code each hour. And then I had a dry erase schedule that I made that had these colors on it as well, so that the kids, because they couldn't tell time yet, but they could kind of tell like, okay, we're in blue and we do this when it's blue or whatever. That's a fun little idea. But I don't need these anymore. You know, I think I'm just gonna put this one in the trash. So that's 202, and then I'll donate these two. I think I originally had some plans to do either so that we had them in different places in the house, or I can't remember if I was gonna decorate them different. I don't know, but I never did that, and I have no plans to do that now. So That was 202, 203, 204. All right, I'm gonna keep these gloves. I need to find something. So I think 2 Christmases ago now, decided that I wanted to make pins, you know, where you buy the gel pens and then you put resin on them and glitter and make the pretty pins with people's names on them and stuff. I did that and I bought the supplies and it was so frustrating for me. I watched so many videos. I talked to people in Facebook groups and everything and got tips. And I don't know if it was the supplies I purchased. It could be the air in our house. I have no idea. I only had a couple that actually turned out that I was pleased with. Most of them, I don't know, can you tell like how terrible that looks? That's what most of them ended up looking like. So I decided I've kept these supplies long enough. I have not made any more since then. And I don't think I'm going to. So I think I'm gonna start purging those supplies. So I'm gonna pull the trash can close so that I can get rid of some things that are trash. And then I'm gonna pass along things if I can. I don't know. So 205. Baggy, so that's 206. We could probably keep that. 207. I can donate that. 208. I'm gonna keep some of this stuff for Asher. Trash. 209. Donate. 210. 211. Trash. 212. Don't know what it is. Trash. 213. That looks like the lid that went on to, oh, I know what that is. So trash. 214. Donate. 215. Who knows where that is? Trash. 216. 217. So I'll just reallocate or put this stuff into some other kind of storage at some point, and then I'll probably actually, yeah, this container, the lid in particular got cracked. This came from Dollar Tree. It was okay. I want to think I paid $3 for it. You might be able to hear, like, the plastic, it's just flimsy. Honestly, like, I like Dollar Tree prices but for their storage, but depending on what you're using it for, sometimes I think it is worth spending just a little bit more if it's something like you need to open and close frequently or whatever, but that's just my opinion. All right, let me check and figure out where I'm gonna go next. I've got a fresh trash bag in the trash can, and I've pulled out the next drawer to work on, which is our paint supplies. And I think there might be a few things I'm ready to part with, but maybe not necessarily a whole lot. We'll see. Like some of this is like little kits and stuff that I got for the kids. Oh, I remember when I bought some of it. It was after Hurricane Helene and we were out of power for so long. I got some some paint supplies because we were looking for things that the kids could do without electricity, and then they still didn't do this stuff, but I'm gonna hang on to a lot of it because it's still in good shape. Ooh, trash. 218. This was sweet. I think Abraham made it, maybe. So thank you, sweet hot air balloon craft that occupied my child for a few minutes. You did your job well. 219. Okay, some paintbrushes. Trash. 220. I'm not necessarily looking even really to organize this stuff. I was just looking to see if there was anything in here that was trash or anything that we maybe didn't want. I'm not going to organize it really because Asher comes in here and kind of digs around to find what he wants. And you may go, well, then if you organized it, he wouldn't have to dig around. Oh, that's a really sweet thought. And maybe that'll work for your kid. It won't work for mine. I promise I'm not trying to be mean. I just, you know, organizational strategies and whatnot may work really well for one person and terribly for another person. So you are always welcome to share your tips with me. And if it's something we haven't tried, we might try it. But if we have tried it, I might just say, I like that idea, but it just didn't work well for the way so-and-so's mind works. And that so-and-so might be me. I'm going to donate this. I got it for Joseph and the boys to play, and it's a super fun game, but we've had a really hard time keeping up with the pieces for it because the pieces end up in in a baggie, and they always get separated, and they just haven't really played it in a while. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and let that go. So that's $2.22. Y'all are probably gonna think I'm crazy. You may already have thought that. I bought this glitter, to go with the pins. And I bought this cigar box because I'd always wanted a cigar box to store things in. And the glitter fit in the cigar box. Here's the thing, if I'm donating my supplies, I don't need the glitter, but I'm not gonna get rid of it. And y'all are about to pass out. I'm gonna put it in the kids' crafts. I know. Some of you have fainted. Just rewind a little if you want. Or just skip this whole part. Just skip it. You don't want to, look, I'm putting glitter into a baggie, and I'm going to put it in a drawer that's marked Kids Crafts. It's happening. It's happening, guys. I don't mind glitter. Does it sometimes get everywhere? But I also think it's really fun when you see someone and there's that random fleck of glitter. It makes me smile. Anyway, Asher has asked for this glitter. I don't know how many times. And I've told him no so many times. So I was like, that's Mom's special glitter to make her special crafts. You know what? It's all about to become the kids' special glitter. Because Mom's not doing that anymore. Okay, so I'll put that in their drawer. And I don't need a cigar box. It is cute and fulfilled something that I wanted from being younger for whatever reason. It was a lot less practical as a storage thing than I wanted. All right, so $2.23, I think. All right, I shuffled some things around and decided I am going to go ahead and pass on this container, and I'm just going to throw it away since it's cracked and it wasn't a very nice container. Anyway, so that's $2.24. And as I was going through some supplies, I realized that these are the little lights you can use when you're doing resin and stuff. I had two of this small size and a larger one, so I'm going to donate one of the small ones. So that gets me to $2.25. You know what that means. Sticker time! Let's see what we got. Oh, let's see. Oh. Oh. This feels like good. Hooray! All right. $2.25. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Okay, since I am not going to be doing the resin pins, I believe almost all of the contents of this drawer can go. Because all of this stuff, and I'm a little bit hesitant, but y'all, I don't think I'm gonna use it, and I don't think I purchased anything that was really expensive. Oh yeah, here's another one of those lights. So I will keep the light. That way, if I do want to do resin, I can, but I don't necessarily need all the spinners and stuff because I don't think I'm going to get into cups and pins and whatnot. I think if I did anything, it would be small. So I'll keep the light, but I'm going to donate this. So that's $2.26. I think all this goes together. So I'll call it $2.27. And then $2.28. there isn't much left in this cabinet, and it's kind of fun seeing some space free up, especially thinking about how I took the stuff out of that blue hutch in the dining room. I should definitely be able to put the little bit of stuff that I had left from there in this cabinet if that ends up being the best thing. Okay. I can't believe I'm gonna do this, but I am gonna do it. My kids just don't play with these Magnetiles. They never really played with them a whole lot. They're not the name brand. But I'm gonna pass on these because I know another kid will love them. So that's $2.29. I'm gonna let this go. Oh, I've still got our stuff in it. Okay, so this is one of those like hanging pocket charts, I think is what they're called. We used it for a bit for like a visual schedule for our kids. Like where we had like dinner, get dressed, whatnot. You know, it just didn't work. I mean, it worked okay, but it also, because of the pocket like chart nature of it, it was constantly like we were redoing or whatever, which is just an additional thing that had to be maintained. And the way my ADHD presents itself, that just, it was hard for me to keep up with. So I'm gonna let the pocket chart go, which brings me up to, I think, $2.29. Some people would count all of these. I'm not, they were in a pocket. They were in two pockets. I'm gonna count them as two. All right, so $2.30, $2.31, but I'm gonna throw them away. And you know, I really want to encourage you, if you're a parent doing this, it can be hard, like, to accept my kids aren't in that phase anymore. Because whether it's nostalgia or whatever it is, maybe nostalgia is not quite the right word. We love so many different things about the different phases of our kids, especially when they were younger, you know, and it can be hard to accept, like, we're not in that phase anymore. We're not in that toddler phase, preschool phase, the little kid phase. Like, we're accepting we're in that older elementary phase essentially now. And so many of the things that our kids maybe liked when they were really little, they just don't anymore, you know? So letting go of the blippy coloring book or whatever it might be can be hard, but it gives us the space to embrace where our kids are now. It gives the space in our home for our kids to thrive and develop the interests they have now. So I want to encourage you in that and challenge you in that. And no, it's not always easy for me. I have worked this muscle a lot to build up the ability to go, okay, I might have a little twinge of, oh, this one's hard, but I'm getting better at it, and you will too. You will. Speaking of, like, here's another one. We don't need these anymore. My kids are beyond that. They don't even really play with like regular Lego a ton. I'm not ready to pass on to that on those yet. I've thought about it, but I'm not quite ready. So I am gonna let these go. Is that $2.30? Oh gosh, I really should have done like a dry erase board or something and tally marks. But I was like, no, that's a lot of tally marks to keep up with. I should have. I'm gonna call it $2.30. I don't know if it is or not. I almost said, let's get rid of these. These are a really cool set. If you've never seen them before, we just call them straws. They have beans on them. If you want to do a sensory bin for your kids, dry beans are wonderful. My kids, I had one kid who literally would sit and play for hours in them. Oh, this is straws and connectors. They're different size sets and stuff. This has been wonderful. We've had it at home. My kids haven't played with it in a long time, but I'm gonna keep it because I'm wondering if they just forgot about it. And maybe if I pulled it out, if they would play with it. Will it potentially make a really big mess? Yes, but this one's worth it. This one's a really creative, open-ended kind of thing. And when I was the director of the event childcare at our church, we had a couple of sets of these for the kids there as well, because they are really popular. So if you are building a wish list or whatever for your kids, this is a good one. For the same reason, I'm gonna hang on to these just a little bit longer and see if the kids will play with them. I thought they would really enjoy them. Maybe they just need some encouragement. I've got a handful of things that need to go back in the cabinet, so I'm gonna do that. And then I'm essentially finished with this cabinet area, and I'm gonna move on to something else. All right, I have moved on to my desk, and as I started going through some of this stuff, I rewatched the previous segment and recounted, and my count was off. So I'm at 233, and I have a few things I'm gonna throw away. I have 1, 2, 3 items that are being thrown away. So that brings me up to 236. And I think I am gonna start doing tallies so that I don't keep losing track. Anybody recognize this? This is my iPod. Will not be getting rid of that because I think it still works. Okay, so I don't think I purged anything from out of there. And our Great Wolf Lodge swipe to play card, there's still some credits on there. And hopefully, if the kids have anything to say about it, we'll be going back at some point. Let's just, I don't know what this key goes to. All right, tell me in the comments how many keys you have in your house, whether it's in a junk drawer, on your keychains, whatever it may be. You do not know what that key is for, but you will not get rid of it because someday you're going to find out what it's for and you will regret if you do not have that key. Yeah. All right, there's some stickers. I actually have a sticker thing. Okay, I can throw this in the trash. It's an earring. I never found the other one. Farewell, earring. I liked you. All right, tally mark. All right, so it looks like I've got a couple of push pins that just need to go on the bulletin board. I'm gonna throw that away. Yeah, some of this stuff, maybe I could put it somewhere else, but you know, sometimes I like just having a little catch-all, just being honest, of like little rubber bands and safety pins and stuff like that on my desk so that I can access that quickly if I need to. Here's some batteries, like those could go in our battery container. This is trash, because I think that was something I hung on to for a while, just in case. Nope, don't need it. Trash, trash, trash. All right, I'm at 241 right now. I'll put those in our battery box. Oh, donate that, so let me mark that one. I've got places to put some of these things. Oh yeah, I've got another. Woo! I forgot I had secret chocolate. See? Clean. You know, sometimes you might find money. Sometimes you might find secret chocolate. All right. Aren't these cute? I found them on Facebook Marketplace years ago, and I love just using them. I've never used them as coffee mugs or anything. I've just used them to store things in a few different rooms in our house. So I think I'll keep this one under here for secrets. Because apparently it's working because no one's eating my chocolate, and I even keep forgetting it's there. And I'll keep this one for actual office supplies. I tell you, I'm just over here doing all the things. Okay, I'm gonna give these cute little stickers to my friend Emma Grace. All right, I'm gonna count that as a thing and put that in her pile. That's right, Emma Grace. If you're watching, I love you. You have your own pile. This is the catalog that got me into trouble with seeds. It was a gateway. That was bad. Still worth it. Still worth it. Keeping that. I went through that basket and I'm gonna show you. Look at these. These are all mailers that seeds came in. I don't 100% remember why I started saving them. Some of them were cute. Some of them still had a couple of things in them. I did go through each one and pull out stuff to make sure I didn't throw away anything I did intend to save. And I can't remember if I was thinking about saving them to try to use for the snail method for starting seeds. I don't know. Anyway, these are all going in the trash. I don't need them. I have a bunch, I don't know how well you can see these, but they're these stickers. Temu has a bunch of different ones. They're made to look like you're looking at, like if you put them like right at your baseboards or whatever, they're made to look like where a little mouse family lives and is doing some activity. And I have them. I already have a handful of them around the house, so I still need to put these around. But I have this little bin that I got from a thrift store one time. This is where like mom's stickers go. I need to find a better place to keep the bin. But anyway, I just thought it was funny. And then when I went through all those mailers, anything that I did want to save from them, I used one of these pencil pouches that I had in the cabinet over there, just so that it's all contained. And I put like our Zoo membership stuff is in one of these as well. Oh, I'm up to 267. Hang on. That means I got to 250. Yeah, we're getting a so awesome. I already got one awesome. But hey, we're over halfway now. That deserves a so awesome from Snoopy, don't you think? Woo! Yeah! I finished going through this little plastic drawer organizer thing that I have next to my desk. My desk is just like a dining room table that we refinished, and it doesn't have drawers, so I use the plastic drawers next to it. And in doing that, I got to 275. I'm actually up to 277. So Charlie himself saying super on a gold sticker. I needed a little shine here at 275. Just a few items of note. I'm keeping this, but I wanted to show it to you because I did get rid of a visual schedule that I showed you with the pocket chart. I had actually forgotten that I made this. This is a visual schedule that's on a ring, and we actually have 2 rings because you pull off the cards for that day's schedule, and then he can take it with him wherever we go. Maybe at some point worth getting rid of, I don't know. Okay, this one's gonna be controversial. Every year for grandparent gifts, I make this little desk calendar that has every month, it has a picture of one of the kids or a family photo or the boys together or whatever. And I usually make one for Joseph and one for myself as well to keep at our desks. Well, these are in the drawers. This is like 2022 and 2023. It's hard to throw away pictures of our kids, isn't it? There's something sometimes that just feels wrong, mean, I don't know. And oh, they're so precious, you know, like they were still little and whatever. I have all these pictures. I don't need to keep them in this format. It is okay for me to throw these away. I still love my kids so much, but I don't need these in my desk drawer anymore. Okay? You might be, oh, trash can's over there. It's okay if you're mad at me for doing this. It's okay if you would make a different choice. That was the right choice for me. And then I'm donating these. I think I must have gotten these at bedtime as well because I have such a large quantity of them. They're little punch cards that teachers will use. Like, you know, they get 10 punches and then maybe they can get something out of a prize box or whatever. I tried them, you know, as, you know, parents, we try a lot of things, don't we? To encourage, you know, the behaviors we want to see. These didn't work for us at all. I'm just gonna donate those. I went through another section of our office, schoolroom, craft room here. I've got a fidget that the kids didn't really respond to. Gonna donate that. This pencil dispenser that was really cute, but I don't think we ever had the volume of pencils that it needed to be happy. So we're gonna pass that along. And I've chosen 10 books that we're gonna pass along as well. Moving quickly so no one can judge which ones we're not keeping. La, la, la. Some are because, you know, they're just older than the content. Some are leveled readers that we've got a lot, and so we've moved past those and whatnot. And one is about New Kids on the Block, and I took one for the team, okay? But we're now up to 300, woo! Okay, I'm gonna go with this random one because I don't know why I would ever put it on my kids' schoolwork. It says, super loyal. I am super loyal to this task of finding 500 items to donate or trash or whatever, to purge from our home. 300, 60% of the way there. Like, okay, technically that's still an F. I'll get really excited in a little while when I have a passing grade. Woo! I'm going to be working in our bathroom next. It's not very big and it needs to be cleaned, so I'm not taking you in there with me. My goals, I have 2 goals really for this bathroom area under our sink. I actually went through the area, our linen closet. We've got, as far as storage in our bathroom, we have a small linen closet, a small storage space under our sink, and then we've put a couple of shelves up on the wall as well. So my goal is to be able to get these items under the sink because I moved them out of the linen closet to put our get ready bins in there. And if you haven't watched my short on our get ready bins, you should check it out. If I remember, I'll put a link in the description so that you can find it. Okay, so I'm gonna start working on that. Oh, my second goal would be, there are a handful of items on the counter. I'd like to be able to get those off the counter as well. I much prefer it when we have little to almost nothing on the bathroom counter because it is small, and that way when we are getting ready and stuff and we need to set stuff out, we have space to do that. Because our space underneath our cabinet, or excuse me, underneath our sink isn't very big, finding the right storage containers under there is helpful. I got these at bin time. They stack and they're actually a width that works in our cabinets. We have a little double cabinet in the middle and then two side cabinets that are narrow, but these work. They stack, they're acrylic, they're little drawers that slide out. I've really liked these for my hair products. So I'm gonna go through these, see what I can pare down, and I've got some other hair products that I'd like to be able to put into this space. So I think I can make that happen. That was almost too easy to accomplish my goals. And it's a reminder that when we make decluttering or purging a kind of just part of the rhythms of our life, and I don't mean like we're doing it every day or every week, I just mean we're doing it a couple of times a year, or as we notice, hey, I haven't used that in a while, I can let that go, or that doesn't fit like I want, I could go ahead and tuck that away in the donate bag that I have sitting over there. When, I don't know, when we do these big declutters, there are some spaces that we get to and we're like, there wasn't really a lot I needed to get rid of because I don't keep excess in that area. And our bathroom underneath the sink is one of those areas where I don't think it had been too terribly long since I did a declutter, and we haven't really accumulated a lot of new stuff in that area. So I did choose 5 hair accessories, which meant I was able to fit the new ones into this space. I found these 2, they're little clip-on cups that go onto the organizers that are in the space directly under our sink. We're not going to use these because they don't function in there, so I don't need to hang on to them, but maybe someone else could see them and go, oh, those will fit on my organizer, and can put them to use. And then I threw something away, so that brought me up to 308. Let's keep going. I really like our coffee table because it's storage, and this coffee table is full of games, except we were also keeping these games in a hall closet. I'd really like to be able to use that space in our hall closet to store something else that I have in mind for it. But to be able to do that, I need to be able to store these games in this table. So that means I need to purge. So I'm going to go through the contents of this table and see if I can make it happen. I did it. I relocated a couple of things. Well, I'll tell you what. One was a basket of flashcards and things that are really more school related that I had moved in here because I needed the space in the office. But I think that I'll be able to fit those into those cabinets now in the schoolroom. And then just a couple of other things like Lego. I'm going to move those to where our other Lego stuff is. And then I purged 4 games. Either because we had something similar, or it, like one of the games, for example, was a Monopoly game that the kids earned enough like tokens or tickets at Chuck E. Cheese last summer to get, and they were so excited. But it wasn't actually Monopoly Junior. It was this really weird version of Monopoly that they really didn't like. So while it was fun for them to reach that goal and get it, we don't need to keep it just because of that. We did try it. We didn't really like it. We'll pass it along. Maybe someone else will enjoy it. So anyway, I was able to get everything from that closet that I wanted in there, and everything fit really, really well, which is always fun for me when it fits like it was made to fit in there. that's really exciting. I am going to move on to the office, but between the couple of things I threw away and the things I donated, I'm up to 317. That would have been a really dull task for me to walk you through, but it needed to be done. I really needed to get all those seed packets and things organized the best I could, and that's the stuff that I wanted to go in that closet where those games were. And then some of it went out into the carport where my gardening stuff is. And it's nice to have reclaimed this surface. It really hadn't been on this surface for very long. That stuff has been scattered everywhere. I had to kind of gather it together. But that task brought me up to 336 items, which means I get another sticker. Snoopy says I'm a good listener because I'm listening to what our house and our family need by getting rid of things. Look, I'm on the 4th row. Yay! And I'm running a little short on time, but I am gonna do whatever I can. And I actually think I've gone through all the spaces that were the ones really in my mind. Oh, I have one more in Abraham and Asher's room. I'm gonna go do that. I just purged 14 shirts just from Abraham's clothes. And you can barely even tell. He has so many clothes. I'm gonna need to do that again soon. It's just more than he needs. And when he needs to make a decision about what to wear, there's so many choices. He doesn't need that many choices. But this is a good start. So I probably will involve him next time. But that brought me up to exactly 350 items. So I've got Snoopy saying yes, 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 because I'm saying yes, yes, yes to decluttering. 150 items to go. These lockers are right here in the entrance to our home. And as you can see, it stays a mess. So I'm going to start by emptying the rest of what's in these bottom lockers, which isn't much because not a lot got put back in the lockers. But I'm going to pull all that out. I'm going to go through the shoes. The majority of this stuff that's on the floor right now belongs to the boys. I'm going to just go through and make sure each kid has shoes that actually fit in his locker. And I'm doing this myself because sweet Abraham, if you ask him if we can donate shoes, he wants to keep every single pair, even if they don't fit. I don't know why. So I'm going to try to definitely get that done before they get home. I don't think it's going to be that much longer before they get home. I didn't make it in one day of camp, but I still have enough energy, I think, to keep going today as long as I'm able to, and see if I can still at least hit 500 in one day, even if it wasn't before they got home. I was able to purge 22 items from the lockers, a lot of it trash and some of it donating or giving away. Just for reference, the shoes are trash. Yuck. Would you like a little story that might make you feel better about yourself? There were 3 bags of these in a shoebox inside one of those lockers. They were in the shoebox more than likely so that the kids wouldn't necessarily find them. I don't know if they would have liked them anyway. But I purchased these some number of years ago to give to a friend who was pregnant at the time. And we were working together and she wasn't able to return to work. She was craving these and I just wanted to encourage her. And so I bought some of these and I was going to take them to her and just say, hey, thinking about you. Sorry, the end of your pregnancy is, tough. I think she may have been on bed rest. I just can't remember the details because it's been quite a while now. These expired in 2023. That kid's probably at least 3 years old. I am the friend with like good intentions, the good intentioned friend. I want to do kind things. I want people to know, hey, I was thinking about you. Like, I love you. I'm thankful for you. But... And then the good intentions just sit in a locker. I'm sorry. I'm that friend. If you're my friend in real life, I'm sorry. I am. I want to be a better person. With all that though, I'm up to 376 items. Let's pick a sticker. I gotta be honest, like I'm losing steam and the peanuts just, I need a good sticker, peanuts. What do we got? What do we got? This is gonna be it. Super duper with a hot air balloon. Super duper. $124 items to go. I don't even remember where I was going to go next. Oh, I think I was going to go in the laundry room. I think I do have a few things that could probably be purged out of the cabinets that are in our laundry room. Let's find out. This is our super glamorous laundry room. Technically not a room. It's a closet we took the doors off of. And there's a space here with a door that goes to the carport. So we call it a room. I don't know. It's not very big, but I'm thankful for it. Truly. And it's enough for us. We don't need a lot of space. We're a simple people, our family. Most of the stuff like that's right along here that I can reach, that is stuff that we access regularly. So I am going to check this one bin. And if you ever wondered if we reuse bins, I think I told you earlier that we do. Baking tools, candles, and food coloring. Not in this container. I often do not remove labels. I also am really, really bad about not taking the tags off things when I purchase them. Sometimes it's because I want to make sure it's like really what I want and I don't want to take the tag off in case I decide to return it. My husband laughs because we'll have things that we've had for years that the tags are still on. It's a quirk. Let's see. Oh, this is one of those bins of good intentions, like, hey, maybe if I buy these really fun things from Temu, my kids will help clean. They'll think it's fun. They still didn't think it was fun. It is cute though, isn't it? We have another one. I think there was a handle that went with this too. Because here's one. Oh, that's nasty. I need to wash it. Here's the blue version with the handle. I'm going to keep it just a little bit longer because I'm going to be honest. It's been hanging next to our regular broom for a really long time and I forgot it was there. Anybody else have that? Especially I think it is a thing with ADHD where things, if they're in the same place for too long, you just kind of don't see them anymore. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. So look, now it's blue and green. Ooh, both boys will like it because it's blue and green. Right now they're going to want to clean together. They're going to fight over it because it's going to be so awesome now. Oh man, I'll just report back about all the fighting over who gets to clean. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Ooh, I can throw that away too. This is a bamboo natural charcoal, like air freshener purifier. I don't know if it ever actually worked. I don't know if it just, there's a litter box in here. So I don't know if it just wasn't great and was never going to smell great. Even when we clean, you know, if you have cats, we do our best. We do our best. And I did buy these fun things. Y'all, please tell me you also get bamboozled by Temu where you think you're ordering things a certain way and then when they come, you're like, that's not at all what I thought I was getting. So I ordered these things for the boys. Again, hoping, oh, look, they're going to want to sing Scrubbing Day from Pippi Longstocking. You know, Scrubbing Day is a holiday. That song, you know. They're going to want to wear these. And they're going to want to skate around the house and clean the floors. Spoiler alert. Donate. 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 Did you happen to notice anything as I was throwing them off camera? There was only one of each color. Not a pair in each color. One. And there are only 5 of them. So it's not like, I mean, maybe we had another one, maybe it was 6. I don't remember. I recruited help. Let this show that in our family, Joseph, the husband, the father, also helps with cleaning. It's not just the mom around here. So I really appreciate him for that. I really, really, really. Okay, Joseph, will you pull out that white plastic bin? Do we still own the machine these go to?
So I bought this when that mop from TikTok was really popular.
Oh, the O-Cedar.
Yeah, and I was like, if I had this mop, I would be so productive and I would mop every day. And we don't have the mop anymore.
Sweet. Look at this, guys. Oh, empty bin.
Even though that's where we kept our baking tools, candles, and food coloring.
15 years of marriage, guys. Same sense of humor. Look at him just pulling the label off. Okay, I dumped everything out of this.
Okay.
And look what was in there.
Oh, another one of those thingies.
I've been looking for this, and I'm pretty confident I even looked in that bin for it. I guess I just missed it. So this is gonna go in our bedroom. Yay. Okay. These are all like little laundry bags.
Okay.
Bags in a bag of bags. You asked if we had any command hooks.
Oh, great.
We do have.
We wanted to hang stuff in the boys' room.
I don't know. These may not be the right size for hanging like pictures and stuff, but we do have some command hooks. Look, guys. A bag of keys. Do you know what these go to?
I know that none of them go to this door or the carport closet. So if they don't go to either of those and they don't go to the back door, they just go to locks we don't have anymore. I don't think any of these is like our first house key, because if it is, I didn't label it and I have no idea which one it is.
Or I probably made a Christmas ornament out of it.
So
he gives me a hard time about my not actually Christmas ornaments. Like my first car key.
Maybe after this video, I'll just test them all on that lock, and if none of them work, we'll just toss them.
All right. So. Oh, I'm going to go put them in your doom pile. Remember? Be right back.
Apparently I have a doom pile that she has created while I've been away of things that I'll need to process.
Yeah. It's my love language, creating doom piles for other people.
Yeah.
It's really thoughtful of me, isn't it? Okay, Joseph, these 3 screwdrivers. Do you want to put them in the carport, or do you want to put them on the Asher stuff?
I would say put them with Asher stuff. I have a precision set that I'd rather use.
Okay.
And
ooh, or what about putting them in the van?
Sure.
Or at least one of them in the van or something. Well, point me, we're gonna keep them and we're gonna put them somewhere else other than the laundry room. Ant bait probably should keep.
Yeah, I never really knew where to put it, so I just set it on top of the dryer.
Yeah.
Because it didn't have a home.
That's why this bin is on top of the dryer now, to help hide all the things that get put on top of the dryer because we don't know where else to put them.
It's a stylish doom pile for later.
That is a knob that goes on some, bathroom cabinet.
Yeah,
no.
I think it broke off.
I don't know. And then picture hanging stuff. Those actually might work for hanging the stuff in the boys' closet or bedroom. And here's some more command hooks. And guys, I think these are cute, and he keeps wanting me to throw them away, and I keep thinking we could use them, but we never use them. But I'm going to keep them because I have a whole list in my head of ways to use them. Look. They're little thumbs up that hold cords. Like, I wanted to use them, like, on my nightstand by my bed to, like, run cords through and things like that. We just have never.
I think if you use them, though, the sticky on them's not very good. So you might have to use, like, the command hook sticky.
Oh.
Like that.
And we'll keep this. And then, yeah. This. Does anyone else save bags like this? Like, a comforter came in it. Yeah, it's kind of like the whole box thing, but it's a good bag. Thank you for your service to our family in getting our new comforter that's on the master bed to our home safely. Thank you for your service. Bye. Okay. What are those gray things up there?
They go to let me just set this here for a second. They go to a steamer that I don't think we have anymore.
I think you're right about that.
It's the thing that you picked up.
Yeah, and we don't have this anymore? Okay. Yeah, so we used to have a steam mop and we don't have it anymore. So you get to throw it. No. Oh, come on. Throw it with some drama, some flair. I feel mocked.
There's one more up here.
Okay. What is that?
Oh, it's ant bait, but it's like the gel kind.
Yeah. And how old is that?
We should throw it out because I did it in the kitchen one time and it turned everywhere. It's like kind of like caulk and it like.
Oh, is that what that stuff is?
It's very effective. But I'm gonna throw that in the trash.
Oh, yeah, it's on our like backsplash tile and stuff.
Yeah, I did.
I couldn't tell you the last time I made cupcakes instead of buying them. I want to be the mom who makes cupcakes. I used to love making cupcakes, and I bought this container to put all the loving cupcakes that I make into. I don't think I've ever used it, and I've had it for years. Is it time to say goodbye? It's so hard to say goodbye. Okay. All right. Up there.
All right, it's a bunch of these.
Are these the ones the kids don't like?
They don't like them. But we got them at bin time real cheap.
They expired in July of 2023. I think, to be fair, they had technically expired when we bought them from bin time. We got them for like 75 cents or $1 or something per bottle. And our thinking was like, because we were giving both books, like we would go through all of them within what seemed to be a reasonable time, like past the expiration date. We didn't. The kids don't like them. They won't take them. They're just like multivitamins or whatever. That was loud. I should be less dramatic.
And then we had a bunch of these.
Oh yeah, Amazon subscribe and save.
Yeah, and I think just the level of stress we live at now, like this just doesn't touch it. So
let's see if they've expired. Were we taking these?
Yeah, these are the ones that I would take.
Okay, yeah. Where's the expiration date? Oh, there it is. Oh, these expired over a year ago.
So those are probably all expired.
Oh well. You know, it's hard. It's hard when you realize like this costs money and not like tiny money either, you know? And we're about to throw away 6 bottles of it.
Yeah, I think it was like $10 a bottle.
I think it might have been more than that. But you know what? We can't change it. We let it go and we move on. And then we're grateful for the space.
Kids version of the same thing. It's magnesium, theanine, and
yeah.
So
that one they do take, right?
Asher hasn't taken it in a long time.
Has it expired?
Probably. I forgot.
It has not expired.
I forgot we had it, but he got to where he wouldn't take them, so I just stopped giving it to him.
If no one's taking it, even if it hasn't expired, we're gonna let it go. There's no need to keep it.
Bunch of melatonin. These are the 1 milligram ones, and this one's not even open, but we do like the 3 or 5. So like.
Do we want to see? Wait, first let's see. You know what? This might have been a bin time thing as well.
Where's the expiration date?
Oh, right here. These expired a year ago.
Same with this one and that one.
Again, I think when we initially bought them, it was not like a crazy thing. Like the date on them. So We did not spend a lot of money on those. We paid like $1, I think, for them.
Yeah, Mucinex.
Has it expired? So we also have a problem. Like, this is sort of in some ways like our backstock of medicine. And I'm an out of sight, out of mind kind of person with a lot of things. And I forget that we have those things.
This is the little cup for your iron, like when you're filling the steamer.
Yeah, it's for when I iron. Oh, that's our knives and stuff.
Oh yeah, we keep the sharps up here out of reach.
These are the scissors. I've been wondering where they were.
But I think Bo chewed them up.
I probably owe Asher an apology. I definitely thought he took these scissors. These are really good kitchen scissors. Really sad that the dog chewed the handle, but I can actually still use them. I'm gonna wash them and put them.
What about these?
What?
Scissors.
Let's hang on to them in that thing, but
Okay.
not like put them out here.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, I want to keep all that stuff.
Yeah, we keep a lot of our sharps up here out of reach.
And that's all I need to say about that. Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
I think one of these. Oh, no, that's the one I
Those are like the meltable wax things that you put in the warmer.
I lean toward fall in my scent palette.
But,
Yeah, those are also
I mean, they
good.
don't really expire.
No, they're so good.
We'll turn that this way. This is.
Can you pull that closer to the edge for me? Not that. Yeah, that.
This
Thank
is
you.
when you were going to be my barber. So we bought a set. I think it was like $15.
Yep.
So technically, one haircut. Honestly, with the way haircuts cost now, more than saved it. But I usually get my hair cut by one of the pastors at our church now, so he does it for free. So we don't need this.
I was really terrible at it. The first time I cut Joseph's hair, I literally screamed through the whole thing. I kept going, "Why are you letting me do this to you?"
Yeah.
It was really bad.
Was it a COVID thing?
No, this wasn't even because of COVID. It was, we thought we were trying to save some money.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people who do that. You know, the wife cuts the husband's hair because it's easy. Oh my gosh, I was not good at it. No one actually taught me how. We just sort of were going on like, yeah, we can figure this out.
Yeah.
I could not figure it out. It was not great.
Would somebody, like if you donated it, would somebody buy this, or is it?
I think so.
Okay. Like if you guys cleaned it?
Yeah, it can be clean. And it's not, I don't know. Like if I think of, I don't know. It could probably be disinfected, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
Some cookie cutters.
Yeah, so these cookie cutters, they're so cute and fun. I forgot I even had them. Do you think I should just pass these along and just let someone else enjoy them? I'm going to do that. Another family can find them and enjoy them. Okay, these are Christmas. I'll keep the Christmas. And then I actually have used these hearts for several different things, from cutting sandwiches to actually making cookies with them. So I'll keep those. Now, these are my childhood. These are the cookie cutters that my paternal grandmother, Grandmama Clyde, had. And every Christmas we made cookies with these cookie cutters. And so I cherish these. These are like, look, you know what? I just noticed. I bet that's the recipe she used to make the cookies. I'll just try it.
Vintage box. You want it back up there?
Yeah. We have two of these.
Cookie guns.
Are they essentially 6 metal? This one has more than 6 and looks cool. Let's keep this one.
Okay. And that one's not like an heirloom set.
I don't remember. I do kind of wonder if this was hers. This handwriting looks a little like my Pop Pops. And so I can't remember. I really hope this is powdered sugar.
And not some of
I don't know what else it would be. Yeah, let's just hang on to that one too for now.
Okay.
I know that probably seems unnecessary, but
It's fine. Got this to put through.
yeah, let's let's hang on to this one too. Like this is just a really good like all-purpose set.
Okay. All right. And these are going back up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then this is a cake thing. I think your mom passed it along.
You want to keep it?
If it'll fit, yeah. I feel like we have too many lunch boxes.
We have a lot.
That's a good like multi-purpose one. You gave it to me. Okay, so these two are the like grown-up lunch boxes. What if we keep both the grown-up lunch boxes because they also like serve the family well?
Yeah.
This one is like. This was Abraham's. He loves flags and donuts. Look, they're little donut, like flag donuts. So cute. But yeah, it's gotten gross.
This was his.
I'm okay with keeping those. Those are still in good shape.
These are like the classic bento box.
We don't use them often since we're homeschooling, but occasionally we have a need for them. And we have the space to keep them, so
yeah,
it's fine with me.
Here's Asher's Sonic.
Okay, so all three of these are... Oh, no, that one was...
Paw Patrol and Sonic.
What if we keep these two Sonic ones and let this one be Abraham's, and this one got kind of yucky too. We'll pass that. He's
There you
not really in a Paw Patrol
That's
anymore.
the middle shelf.
All right, bottom shelf.
All right.
I use that regularly.
Year and out.
Mm-hmm.
Mold and mildew.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Pineapple jar.
This was from my mom's funeral. I did the flower arrangement for it and I put it in here and I've kept it. You know, that was in 2021. So it's been almost 4 years and I've never found a good use for it. I think we maybe kept some detergent or something. Oh, maybe that's what some of that white powder is. I bet it's detergent. I'm gonna let it go. Someone else can really enjoy this and I just don't use it. It just sits in a cabinet and it takes up a lot of our usable space. So I love my mom. I have other things to remember her by, including to remember her funeral by. So I'm gonna let this go. It's okay.
All right, so keeping those Norwex stuff.
Yeah.
This seems like your Norwex pile.
Yeah, so that stuff can stay.
Okay, then I won't move it. Some.
I think the White Rain hairspray is supposed to get ink out. Like if you get ballpoint ink or whatever on your clothes, you can spray it with White Rain hairspray.
Sunnyside phosphate. This looks like cleaner.
What did we have that for though? I think we bought that for a very specific reason. And I no longer remember what that reason was. Let's just let it go. Because
Okay.
I can't remember what it's for. And
Don't throw it, it might leak. Some odor eliminator.
that's fine. Totally awesome.
As seen on TV.
I bought this because it comes from Dollar Tree. And everybody talks about how awesome it is, but then I never use it. I'm going to hang on to it. Because we have room. Oh, I need that. I would prefer that laundry detergent to be
This?
like in the front. Yeah, because I really do use it a lot.
Okay. A little bit of lighter fluid.
Yeah.
Dawn power wash.
If we could put that kind of so that that's the center row, I'll tell you what it is. So I buy the Dawn Power Wash refills and our hand soap from Sam's in like a multi-pack. And so I keep the back stock of it right there. So that's why I'm asking if you'll put it in the middle, but that way I can reach it easily.
Okay. Mrs. Myers, some unknown formula. Hand soap.
Yeah, it can go in front of the Dawn Power Wash. That's what I was talking about. That's the like back stock, bro.
Gotcha. Mrs. Myers.
You can, if you want to put the yellow bottle in front of the other bottle, that would be fine. Yep.
Super Lemon Room Spritz from Trader Joe's.
Yeah, let me put that right there.
Stain and odor remover.
What if we had a row of all the things that are supposed to take the pet smells out?
Okay. We we have another spray bottle of this somewhere else in the house, just to keep in mind.
I am bad about buying duplicates of things because I either think we're out or, I did not remember buying it to start with. I was like, ooh, I've been wanting to try this product. I already had it. I think it was too tall. That's why it was sitting on the dryer.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's the only, like, we run into that a lot in these cabinets. I thought we could just put them under the kitchen sink.
Norwex cleaning paste.
Yeah, you can put that over here. This is another reminder, like, it's not always about, like, we got 20 things out of a cabinet. We moved 2 things off that shelf, I think, and he tidied up the rows as he went. But that makes a difference in a cabinet a lot of times, just to take a couple of things out. Then it's easier to access what you need. It's easier to close doors, things like that. You guys know that, but sometimes we need those reminders. Like, we don't need to feel overwhelmed decluttering a cabinet. Go find a couple of things you can take out of it. It doesn't have to be 50 things. Find 2 things and see if it helps.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joseph.
Okay.
My tall husband. Yay. My tall husband with wonderful input and great ideas. You guys, I needed to charge my phone, so I went to my room and plugged it in. And I was lying there on my bed where the good air conditioning is. And Asher, our oldest, came in, so tired from camp, cuddled up with me, fell asleep. I fell asleep. I just woke up. It is now 8:45 p.m. So I just did the count on the items from the laundry room. Like, I cannot believe we found over 40 items in that little laundry room. Like, that was surprising. Seriously, I thought maybe a handful of things from there. 43, I think, is what the count was, which means it's sticker time. It's sticker time. All right, so for 400, I need something really good, and I've picked it out already. It's Linus saying, great, except I read it. Do you ever send someone a text message or something, or an email or whatever, and you list out all these wonderful things. You're so excited about something, and you just send all the details, and the response is neat. Not even any punctuation. Neat. So Linus does have an exclamation point, but I need you to know that I'm reading great as great. I don't know why. I'm just in a mood because I just woke up, I guess. So my husband is awesome. I think I mentioned earlier that the dogs have been chewing up our gift wrapping container and contents that have been under our bed. He is getting it out from under there. We're gonna bring it in here, and I'm gonna review and see what is salvageable and what needs to go. And I'm hoping this is gonna end up being a pretty high number. I only have 90 items to go. Let's do this. Well, that's less stuff than I was picturing by a lot. So I have it here on the table instead of the floor because I'm a little stiff after my nap, and I'm gonna go through it. Let's see what this number ends up being. I'm counting this, just so you know. This straw paper, I'm counting it. 1. All right, I can salvage the those 2 tubes of wrapping paper. I mean, good grief, guys. Oh, I see. So what's left in here is what was in the pockets. Okay, so yeah, this is ripped to shreds, and from what Joseph said, they had just obliterated the contents, and it's been thrown away. It was all like little shreds. I'm not counting that stuff. I'm not gonna do that. So I am gonna go through this stuff and see what I think is worth keeping. So much of this is stuff like reusable bags and stuff. Like, come on, how many of us just save that kind of stuff? Or it's like things that I bought for a purpose, or I had like a few leftover of something, So I'm gonna go through this stuff, and I'm gonna see. this. Ew, why is this stuck? Ew, ooh, I'm gonna have to wash my hands. That felt gross. Okay, this is obviously counting as an item, and I'm gonna go lament that they didn't tear it in half so I could count it as 2. Okay, all right, but I am gonna count this. This is number 2. Yuck, gotta go wash my hands. $49 items either to toss or donate. Not bad. So that brings me to 459, which means 2 more stickers. And I've decided for the last row, I'm really going special stickers here. I'm going for the sheet of big stickers. All right, let's see. This is a good one. We've got Snoopy doing a happy dance for $4.25. And then Franklin saying good job for $4.50. All right, I gotta go find 41 more items, and then I get Mexican for dinner. I did it. I couldn't think of like one major area where I needed to purge. So I just kind of went around the house looking in some smaller areas, just looking for things that jumped out. Like all these DVDs, you know, it's been years since we watched them. We don't have a DVD player. I'm going to talk to Joseph and see if he wants me just to donate them, like not the individual movies, but the actual like sets, just in case he thinks it might be worth trying to sell them on Marketplace for a few dollars. Sad story. I was excited. I like nutcrackers a lot, and I was excited to find this at Goodwill, and then my dog found it and chewed it. Boom. In the trash. And, you know, look, I even counted this pack of rolls that molded. I'm going to pick out the good ones for the chickens and throw the rest away. Because I got to 500 items, I'm going to show you a really special one. I'm going to model it for you. Be right back. All right, you ready for this? It's a pair of pants that I got off Temu. They were gorgeous on the app. Gorgeous. Not so gorgeous at all. Like, they were this beautiful shade of purple on Temu. These look like a crayon. And the seams, like, I can't even stand it. I'm so hot right now anyway. And all these seams, like, touching my legs, I can't do it. And these buttons, they're not cute. They're cute. On the website, like nothing about this is cute. Like I can't even wear these as pajamas. They're like awful. And I never returned them. So I'm going to donate them. So let this be your lesson. Sometimes the pants on Temu are ridiculous instead of actually being cute. Oh, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'm just sitting here hanging out with these 500 items one final time because these things are out of here. And, you know, it feels good. I didn't reach my goal of getting it all finished while the boys were at camp, but that's okay. I still reached my number goal, and I feel good about that. So tomorrow, while the boys are at camp, I think we'll pack this stuff up. We'll go donate it. If the garbage collectors refuse to take all the excess trash we have, I'll go on a field trip to the dump. I like it there. It's fun. So, again, thanks for hanging out with me. It made it so much easier and more fun. Like, overall, except for some of the boring parts, there were some boring parts, it was a joyful experience. And I feel good. Our home is feeling so much better. So I hope this video encouraged you even a tiny bit. Tiny bit. Or maybe it encouraged you a lot. I don't know. But I'm thankful for you, and I want you to remember, God made you in his image for a purpose, and you are so very loved. Oops, you guys, can you believe I forgot to do the last 2 stickers on my chart? Okay, I have ADHD, so I actually can believe that I forgot. So, I couldn't leave you guys without doing that. So here we go. Awesome. That's for $450. 75. Woohoo! All right, and number 500. It's the gang sitting around reading the paper, says you did it, and they're reading the newspaper headlines that say, our silly goose family decluttered 500. No, 501, because I found one more item. 501 items from their home. Woo! Okay, bye for real now.